Hello, lovelies. I'm back. This is Kimberly Purpose, and welcome to my channel. Let me bring y'all a little closer here. But anyway, I wanted to do another video about black, the color black. Um, the reason why I want to talk about this is because I there's still people calling themselves black, and I did another video about the etymology online about what the color black means. And I did another one about the origins of the human labeling system that was created back in this, I believe, the 1700s, the 1700s, around that time during the slave trade. And that's where it originates from. And it has a negative connotation to it. And so I wanted to do another video because there was another YouTuber, because I did a video about Nefertiti, and I did mention black because some people, it's like I feel like I get torn between two people. Some people think they should still be called black, and then they say, "Oh, you don't want to be black," and then some people are already woke, like I am, and realize that the black has a negative connotation, especially when it's spoken in this particular language and the origin of it. So, I guess I'm now, and I agree we should not use the word black, but I was just using it in that particular video because I was trying to reach to those who are still lost and still using the word black to call themselves black. But um, yeah, I still want to explain to you all why we should not use the word black. Because when this labeling system, it's like you're when you call yourself a certain label, there are actually affirmations that you're giving yourself. And that's why I was saying in psychology, when we counsel people, we tell people, to give positive affirmation in order to uplift themselves. But when you're constantly giving yourself a negative word to describe yourself, you're speaking negative energy and frequencies towards yourself. And that's not a good thing. It's sort of like brainwashing, and hey, I had to say it, spellbinding. And so you got to reverse that and speak positive energy towards yourself by calling yourself something more positive, like copper colored, bronze colored, or something up to that fact, or brass, the color of brass. Just like you want to use the biblical way that Jesus and in the Bible, how Jesus was describing the Bible as having a color of brass. It's something else besides that, or we're brown colored people, and that's what we really are, and earth tone people. But I can go on and on about that, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into this article. I chose this article because it talks about the psychology. My background is in psychology, and so I study this all the time. And so it's all in the head and in the mind. And so, we as Aborigines sometimes shy away from psychology, but that is what they're using against us. The Great Caucasoids and, in society is using it against us because they're using pretty much brainwashing techniques, which is a strategy used in psychology. And when you don't understand psychology, and shy away from it, the more they use it. So the more you understand it, the more that they cannot use this strategy on you anymore. This mind control, this uh, brainwashing strategy, it is no longer effective. But anyway, it says here, the color. This is the color of psychology. I'm not sure if that's a author on here. Let me see. I don't see an author's name on here. I guess it's anonymous, or it's one of the staffers for this particular publication. But anyway, it says black. Color, psychology, and meaning. It says associated with power, elegance, formality, death, evil, and mystery. A mysterious color associated with fear and unknown. Black holes usually have a negative connotation. Blacklist, black humor, black death. See, that's what you're calling yourself when you say that. You're saying death, evil, mystery. Down here it says blacklist, black death. See, and that's all. And then I explained this to you in the etymology dictionary, exactly what it means as well in the etymology dictionary and also in the Webster's dictionary as well. Then it says down here to know strength and authority, of course. That's what they say. These are some of the positive parts to it, but still, they're more negative than positive. Let's skip on down. It says the symbol of grief. Black is a color that has many different connotations. That's what I'm saying. It has many different connotations. But the one that they is more negative than positive. It can be seen as threatening or as mournful. But like all colors, it has positive and negative aspects. More negative, I think. I know so, because if you look at the history of it and what it's linked to, which is slavery, it's not positive. And then it says the effect of it goes into details of the effects of black, and they're just talking about how to dress and everything. That's very superficial. But when he says, here it says depressing. Black can close us to the positive aspect of life, forcing us to look at our disappointments and black or negative aspects of our life. It creates a fear of the future. Pessimistic. Too much black encourages us to look at the negative side of life. See? They claim this is the positive. And it says protection, comfort, strong. Yeah. And then seductive, which is sexual, which you see in the rap videos. Mysterious, the hiding of our history, endings, and beginnings. And so, I don't know what this means, but we can continue. Negative traits: aloof, depressing, pessimistic, secretive, withholding, conservative, serious, power, and control, sadness, and negative. And it says you can look for protection from any negativity that surrounds you. And then it says you may wish to create an aura mystery, intrigue, which is another thing about it's still sexy blackness. See, it talks about the sexual part, which they oftentimes sexualize us. Which stems back from slavery days. The sexualization in the rap videos, black. And then here it is, or a mystery and intrigue. Mystery, hiding of our history, not knowing who we are, lost of an identity. That's what I see. And then it says you can be going through a stage of self-denial, not allowing pleasure or joy into life. See, not allowing happiness, no joy. That's what it means. You hold things inside, and what you do, you can't be free to express yourself, and not good at sharing yourself with others. Possibility out of fear. Methodology of work, making sure everything is complete as required. Okay, let's continue. And it says to have power control to protect your emotions and insecurities. That's a positive side. But we have to do that because if you look at the other dictionary, it means you're oppressed. It says here, if disliked color. And it just talks about what you do if you're disliked. You may feel a depressing color, especially if you have a happy, extroverted, optimistic life. But let's continue. Just more descriptions about this color. It says here, the first associated black has is mystery. That keep on saying mystery. Every time you speak black, you're saying mysterious, hiding who you are. remaining hidden, remaining unknown. And that's how it is with us in the Americas. It's very psychological. The association black is with mystery, unknown, and the hidden. Okay, black is a color linked to secret knowledge and lot associated with magic. And see, that's why I'm saying these words. Black is based on the English language, and I believe that it has a negative connotation. If y'all look back at my old video, while I did, I think it was about a week or two ago, I did a video from the etymology, explaining the color black, and then it broke it down and go into the origins of black. And I also went into detail about what it says in the Webster's Dictionary of black. And then here it is. It says secret knowledge, and then magic, unknown, hidden. And see, that's the problem. And it's like if you keep on calling yourself, you continue to be you keep on being unknown and hidden from everything. And that's your history and who you are, having an identity. And this narrative keeps on going. It says one practical says black is a color that hides. See what I'm saying? Hide. And it's like you remain hidden from the world. And that's the problem that we have. And every time you're saying that, you're saying an affirmation. I will continue to be hidden. I will continue to be a mystery. I will continue to be sexualized. I continue to be, you're calling yourself evil and wicked and all the other stuff. That's why I said you need to put more positive flow of energy by speaking positive energy. And it says it's used to hide feelings, to separate oneself from the world, even to hide weight or slimming colors. But anyway, this is just superficial right here. But it says it means to hide your feelings and hide away from the world. And that's what it is. Who we are and how we feel, our expression is constantly being disregarded and hidden because we keep on speaking this word into the universe and speaking upon to ourselves. And it's like you're cursing yourself, or I hate to use that word, but it's the truth. I'd rather say you're lessening your blessings when you use this word. You reduce positive flow of energy coming to yourself. So when you speak positive words, research the words. Words are very powerful. I'm sorry. I did another video about how words are very powerful and how this Japanese doctor did a study and research on how you speak positive words into water molecules. You can create beautiful images. And then if you speak negative words into the water, it create negative and bad images, like I hate you and all this. And if you call yourself black, 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 evil, evil, wicked, wicked, that's what you're speaking unto yourself. You want to speak positive, say, energy into you, beautiful golden bronze, so you can have that beautiful energy coming to yourself. And that's why it's very important. I don't like using the word black. And I'm going to start using more other words instead of black, because we're punishing ourselves when we use that word. And, we need to speak more positive energy into ourselves. And it's about time. And it says linked to power, black, but so they say. And it claims it's an intimidating color. And I guess people see us as a threat sometimes, and that's why they give us this color to put ourselves down. And it says here, it conceals them, gives person black an air of superiority. But concealing, black has the meaning of concealing. Black doesn't use to express any emotions and concealing yourself. But I was just showing you some of the things that it means eloquence, but when they talking about eloquence, they're talking about a formal wear when you go out to eat or something. But I'm talking about the core meaning of it, like evil. Black is certainly a color linked with evil. It's often used to show that someone is the villain in a show or film. It's stereotypical color that people who are lonely or antisocial wear. And see, that's why we're considered an outcast, because we're constantly using this negative color that the great Caucasoids have imposed on us, the Europeans. Okay? Or, maybe you can call them black Caucasoids and flip it back on them. That's some people are doing. I've seen some people say that they are the color black. But like I said, I say it starts with yourself and your own mindset. You got to see and know who you are as an individual. You create your own label for yourself. Your label of affirmation, positive thoughts, positive self-image of who you are, in order to bring many blessings and prosperity to yourself. It improves your spirituality. It clears your mind. It clears your energy. It brings in positive flow of energy when you speak positive things, positive words into the universe, into the atmosphere and into the universe, which brings more fruitfulness into your life. And then here it is. It means mourning. Why would you want to have a color describing mourning? That's why you see death, cops coming in and killing, because you speak it into the universe. You speak it into existence. So you speak positive flow of energy instead. See, we got to change our mindset on this. It says mourning. In Western culture, black is a color related to death and mourning. Black is seen as a grim color that reflects severity of loss. See, that's why we always have so much loss, because we use this color. Loss, death, mourning, pain. It says pain people are feeling. It's a very serious color that expresses grief. So they choose the darkest and most pessimistic and depressing color they could find to describe us. So that's why I was saying that black is a color that we should not call ourselves. And it talk about the positive and negative aspect. It says black is a color used with caution. Here it is. Black is a color to be used with caution. See, we don't use it with caution. We just blatantly call ourselves black. Black, black, black. Evil, evil, wicked, wicked. That's all you calling on yourself. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to touch this thing on here. Hopefully I didn't make a noise on the speaker. But that's all I have to say right now. I just wanted to let you all know that, we need to stop using the color black. And a YouTuber sort of reminded me of that. I can't think of his name. But I wanted to tell him thank you. He's right. I don't need to say that because it's not really a good color. I was just saying that because I was thinking maybe it will help others, because I had another YouTube person, a viewer, tell me that I need to stop using, why am I ashamed of my color? And so I had to explain to myself, I'm not ashamed of who I am. I love my beautiful copper colored skin. It's just that I don't like the label that is attached to being black. Is a label. It's a negative label, affirmation. And not only that, it also goes into the laws. They got even laws on the color black. So these are the things we got to think about. It says here, black is a color used for caution. It's a positive aspect, often a closer link to its negative aspect. See, it's like a cycle. See, positive and negative are closely linked to each other, which is a chronic cycle. And it suggests power and elegance, but then it also means aloof and limited emotions. And then it also has the idea of evilness. It's like it creates and then mystery and concealment. Keeping everything a secret. Everything is a secret. So, that's what I was saying. It's a serious color traditionally used to show off one's grief. And like I said, why would you want a color to describe yourself that means grief and sadness and depressed. It's nothing powerful about this color to me. It's a color that keeps you oppressed. And it also is an affirmation that you're giving yourself. And like I said, every time you call yourself this color, you're giving yourself negative energy. You give yourself positive energy by speaking of positive labels upon yourself. And down to the core when it comes to your race. That's what we need to understand. We should not be accepting this labeling system because it was imposed on us. And it's a brainwashing strategy that's dealing with psychology. And this is something that we need to be studying and understanding. Okay, it's a tactic that's been being used for centuries. And it's been effective for over 400 or 500 years. And they want to keep the narrative going. And it's time for us to put it to an end. But I'm going to put a link to this article for you all to look it over. I'm getting really sleepy, you guys. I'm studying all night for this comp exam and dissertation. So I'm tired. I gotta go to work too in the morning. But I want to make sure I put this in here, because I feel like sometimes I get a tug of war. People who are Pan-African, Black, want to say Black, and then people like me who want to break the chronic cycle of being in this labeling system, of bringing negative energy into our life. But we want to better ourselves, and he's right. I can't think of his name. I think it's Starstrike. I think that's his name. Thank you, Starstrike. But I just wanted to do another video on that about this color and labeling system. And I'm probably going to do another video about white to explain why we shouldn't be calling Caucasians white, because that is not a good color for them, because it's bringing them blessings that they don't deserve, and you putting them on a pedestal and treating them like they're God. And when you do that, you stealing your blessings and giving it to them. And that's something that has to come to an end. And like I said, it starts with the mind. It really does. Your mind is very powerful. Okay? And it starts in the spirit, in the universe. All of that is real. And words are very powerful. And it can be used for good and for bad. And that's why we need to learn that. And the people, our indigenous ancestors, as Aborigines, American Aborigines, that's something that they knew. Because they didn't use this system. That's why they were successful for 250 years at defeating the Caucasians. They weren't able to conquer this land until 1750s, 1770s, almost 1800s. And they landed here in the late 1400s. So that's a long time that they fought them off. And so that's something that we need to learn, how to, learn to love ourselves, appreciate ourselves, value ourselves. And one way we can do it is by speaking positive flow of energy to ourselves and dismantling this label system, because we didn't create this. It was bestowed upon us, and it's something that is keeping us in this chronic cycle. And we always wonder why we can't get ahead, why can't things come together. It's because we're speaking into the universe, this negative labeling system. We need to speak positive flow of energy to ourselves. Okay? I'm hoping this helps. I really do. I hope this message wakes up more of our brothers and sisters, our copper-colored brothers and sisters, and realize that this labeling system is much more than that. It's deeply rooted. It's very psychological and spiritual. And it also, once you change your mind, your spirit, then everything else, changes too. And like I said, the blue moon, I keep on talking about that. We had the blue moon this month. And that means the ending of a cycle. Last time they had the blue moon, was 150 years ago, and that was when slavery ended. So it's around the time the slavery ended. So now it's another cycle that's coming to an end, and we get closer to reaching our goal of breaking this chain that they want to continue to hold on us. And right now, it's a mental and psychological and spiritual change. It's spiritual warfare, and it goes very deep, more than we can ever fathom. But please like this video, you guys, and thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe. I am on Facebook. I have a Facebook page. You can please like it, and I also have a Facebook community. Please join. You're welcome to come and join. I also am on. I'm sorry. Let me see. I'm a little sleepy right now. I have a Patreon, I have a PayPal, and I also have a GoFundMe. I just put those up. Just started. And what else? Oh, and I'm also on Black Junction TV as well. So you can subscribe there as well. I put up my videos over there as well. So that's what I wanted to do, is talk to you all about this color, this labeling system, We got to speak positivity towards ourselves and love ourselves. And that's very important. We need to change our label to another indicative label: copper color, bronze, golden bronze, brass color, earth tone colors, beautiful earth tone colors that we are. So love yourselves and peace, family, and be blessed. Bye-bye.